Okay, recording's live. So we'll go ahead and do our birthday messages for today. So hop on over to Facebook, and anybody that has a birthday today, just send them a happy birthday. It's kind of funny because I look and sometimes I sent these same people a birthday message last year, but it's okay. Even if they didn't respond, I'm going ahead and sending them another message for their birthday today. Just is going to help with the Facebook algorithms, and anybody that we've added, we've been doing this for a while now. So there's new people too that we've added within the past year that now have a birthday, and we can send them a message if we haven't sent them one before. So we'll go and send these messages. Okay, let's go ahead and work on our stories. So if you haven't posted the product in your story yet, let's go ahead and do that. We want to make sure we have some sort of story up before we start interacting with non-thrivers and before we work to grow our network. We want to make sure we have something about Thrive on our story. And the good thing is, if you were active on your story yesterday, they're seeing all of that as well. So let's go ahead and get something posted about Thrive on our stories before we work on growing and building relationships. Okay, let's work on just growing our network. So, um, let's do the building relationship portion of this. So I'm going to go into a little bit of growing our networks on Facebook groups. So I know we worked Instagram a lot yesterday as far as going and watching stories, scrolling posts on Instagram, and commenting on just non-thrivers posts only. But let's go and work Facebook a little bit today, because next we're going to jump into growing our network on Facebook groups. But let's go and just interact Facebook. Let's stay either on stories or on posts. This is going to be like a 5 minute free pass to just be a scroll troll on Facebook and comment, interact on people's stories. Non-thrivers only though, because those are the type of people that we really want in order to grow our business and to grow new thrivers. So let's do just Facebook for now, but interacting for about 5 minutes. Okay, growing our networks. I was on a 200K mastermind Zoom with Maria and some other 200Ks yesterday afternoon. They do this every auto bonus Tuesday. Just kind of get together, huddle, see what's working for leaders, what's not working. And she's very intentional about growing through her groups on Facebook. So type 1 diabetes mom, type mom of type 1 diabetes kids, OU mom, her daughter goes to Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma. Um, just different groups like that. They say you want to have kind of 5 things that set you apart from other people, or 5 things that you have in common with other people, and everybody's going to be different, right? So the groups on Facebook kind of want to be smart about this, because if, let's say for me, for example, if I join a Cavalier King Charles mom group and we're talking about the whole entire United States, there might be 400,000 people in this group. Well, that's going to be way too big for me to go to and build individual relationships with people. So you almost want to find that balance between being too small, of, let's say if I did Cavalier King Charles moms in Colombia, there might be 400 people. Okay, that's going to be too small. But we don't want 500,000 either. So kind of finding that balance, like I might do the St. Louis area, of the Kansas City area, and there might be 10,000 people in that group. Well, that would be, 5 to 10,000 people. That's going to be a big enough group for me to be able to kind of personally develop those relationships with people, answer questions people may have, put some value in the group. Um, See the same person twice, that's a big deal too. You don't want to have a group so big that you never see the same person commenting twice. So kind of finding that balance and where that group is for you. I like to do them demographically, kind of in my area, or if it's very specific, like one group I'm in is the endometriosis diet group. Well, very few people see that a diet can affect endometriosis. That's going to be kind of a small group. There's like 10,000 people in there. Perfect. That's like the whole United States. That's people in different areas. That's like minded people that obviously take nutrition seriously. So that's a good group for me to be a part of. Like I see the same people commenting. There's not so many comments, like, 2,000 comments where people aren't even able to read through all of them. There might be 20, 30, 50 comments on a post. People are actually going through and reading those. So just being really intentional. Like she said, she found a couple of her newest promoters from these Facebook groups, just people that she had messaged personally. It's not like she messaged them saying, oh my gosh, your son needs to do the Thrive Shakes. This is going to help him so much. No, she might have shared a recipe, or she might have a snack that may help him, different things where you're providing value, but also building a relationship, and just making sure you're in the right groups, not a part of too many groups. If you're a part of 50 groups, it's going to be really hard to keep tabs on all of these groups and all of the people that you're messaging within the group. So, really kind of working on those Facebook groups and finding where you belong, where you fit in, and then once you're there, working to build those relationships. So let's go ahead now and take like 5 minutes just to dive into some of the groups that we are a part of, and going and commenting. Maybe after you message somebody, you're sending them a friend request. Really growing to working to grow those relationships in the groups with people that you have things in common with. And whenever I send somebody a friend request, I go and like a couple of their posts. If they have a public page, watch their story, maybe interact with that if it's public. And if it's not, then obviously commenting on something of theirs. Hey, I just sent you a friend request. I think I can help, or I think we can work on this together. So just let's go and kind of organize our Facebook groups, find maybe new groups to be a part of, leave groups that aren't serving us anymore, or that are too, grown too big with too many people. Let's go and kind of organize some of those groups just a little bit, because I think there are good potentials in these groups and opportunity for us to reach and serve even more people. So I know that's what Maria is doing, and she is still successful, still enrolling people. So I have no problem following her lead. So let's go and kind of organize these groups. Okay, I feel like there's just such a huge opportunity in the groups because it just exposes us to so many people that we wouldn't be able to reach if it wasn't for a group bringing us all together. So I feel like just as much as Instagram, kind of finding that cold market of people that we wouldn't know otherwise, Facebook provides just as much of that for us, if not more, just by having that group of people that we already have things in common with and that we're already able to see what they're doing and interact with them based off of posts and comments on the post as well. So another thing that Maria did suggest, and I'll kind of leave it at this for today, just if you're willing to get super organized with Facebook friends and people that you're meeting on Facebook, there is an app called Friendly, Friendly. Friendly, and this app allows you to go on Facebook. So you would open the app and it's connected to Facebook. And if you already have friends in a group, so let's say you're on your desktop, I think you have to do pretty much organizing the groups like this on your desktop on Facebook. But if you're on your desktop and you go and you put people in groups that you've, like a Facebook friend list, I think is what I should be saying, not a group, but a Facebook friend list of people that you've met in the group. So, like, for example, I'm going to be working on this, but she has a Facebook friend list that is friends from groups. So these are people that she's friended from these Facebook groups that she's a part of. And she has all these people in a list. So being super intentional on her Facebook, she downloads this Friendly app, which allows her, when she opens up this app, it shows her only posts from people in that group. So it's not like she's going on Facebook scrolling, coming on the Thrivers stuff, seeing her family stuff, random people from high school stuff. Like when she opens this Friendly app, it's showing her only people from groups that she's friended that aren't thriving with her yet. So what a great way, like she said on Mother's Day, she opened the Friendly app and all these people that she maybe don't post very often. Everybody's going to throw a post down typically on Mother's Day. People that she doesn't see very often, that don't post very often, or making posts on Mother's Day. Well, she's opening up this Friendly app and able to see all of these people from these groups that typically wouldn't just show up in her Facebook news feed. And you can't really get to those lists on your phone very well either. So opening up the Friendly app, she'd be able to just go through that quickly on her phone. So something to think about, something to work on. I feel like weekends, nighttime, like that's always good time to just go through and get organized and create those lists. Just start one by one, a little day by day. I see all the time people from my IVF groups, that are having their babies now. Okay, well, great. These are people that I've met in these groups. I can easily add them to that list on Facebook and then open up the Friendly app and start seeing their posts. So, just another way to kind of get organized and be intentional with our time on social media. So, one thing I'll leave you with for today is just making a post. I know making at least one post a day really helps kind of build the algorithms, helps people see more of your things, your posts, your stories. So, just thinking of an idea of at least one post today on Facebook to post on Instagram as well. So I hope everybody has an awesome day. I will post this recording on the Facebook group and on the Messenger group as well. So have an awesome day, everybody. Thanks for joining, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Bye.